Not even Jude can barely harm me. I scored a lot of goals on the radio like I'm connected to Ellen Broad Haaland. I could shoot you from the long range. Even TG knows that. I can't Federico Valverde. Get something, Legal City. My team is too strong. Nobody can mark us like Rashford. And that's what the Stream King actually brings to the table right now. We hope United Country, Lagos City. Let's talk about the scorelines of those who predicted yesterday. How many got it right? That's the question right now. Kolawole from Yanusko said City play against Arsenal 1-1. Matthias from Majawa State said City will play against Arsenal. It's going to be 3-1 in favor of Arsenal. Colleagues from Mushin said 2-2 a draw there. Joshua from Jakonde also went as far saying City win 3-2. And also Gerard from Aguda, he said City 1, Arsenal 0. Maybe, and I said that I'm going to bring that record back. I said it could be the next Octopus. Timilane from Alagbado said City 2, Arsenal 0. Vicky Brown from Mushi said City 3, Arsenal 1. Chukwe Maker from Surulere said City 2, Arsenal 0. I mean, we got less Arsenal win here. And also SYZ from Ajao Alaba. Is it Ojo Alaba they call it?
Ojo Alaba.
Ojo Alaba, okay. That guy said Arsenal win 1-0. The reverse was the case. So who got it right was Steven Gerrard. It's not Steven Gerrard. I'm just Gerrard from Aguda to say. But whenever I remember Gerrard, you know what comes to my mind? Steven, right?
Yeah.
I could be right to say that. Okay, that guy will be announced possibly when I return back on the radio fully for the week. That's a new week to say. You know, his name is Gerrard from Aguda. But imagine a small boy of 18, Rico, now knows how to join play in the middle. Manuel Akanji preferred to defend his house with a stone. Dan Sand. I'm so sure Chelsea will be regretting why they had to let that guy go. Talk about Nathan, who knows the Ake style. Or more combination too bad. I only know Gundo 1, and now they see Gundo 2. Lagos City, what's going on? Riyadh, man, no, they like to rest. KDB said today actually they shoot. The good thing about Jack is that he shines so much like Grealish. City now play for Ellen, for the community, and for Haaland. The manager is what? So much. He's a world-class manager. Talk about Pep Guardiola. So take the food safe and the chop, not the Pep, Rich Guardiola. Voice of the people now upon 3FM Lagos City. Right now we'll start the show with the transfer news. But before we talk about that, first of all, we want to talk about the English Premier League players of the nomination and also the managers. And I've got my guys talk about the big man here in the studio with me. We'll be talking about who they choose and why. But I would like you to start with Timmy, like I always like to do. He's facing me in the studio. Okay, so you need to know the English Premier League Player of the Month award. Who would be winning that? Let's get to know the players involved in that very tournament. Or very nominees for those who will be winning it. But don't forget, Caicedo remains in the news. There's a problem. We'll talk about that. He wants to leave Brighton. He wants to carry his bag to run away from the club. He wants to leave. He just cannot wait to join us now. But let's talk about the manager of the month first of all. Thomas Frank, Arteta, Steve Cooper, De Zerbi, and Unai Emery. For you, who would you give? Timmy.
Arteta.
You're now thinking about it.
Yeah, because come on now, because if you look at it, he's been, I don't know, he's been consistent. The team has been consistent. I think he only had a draw against Newcastle.
Right.
So after the World Cup, they have been playing fantastic football and actually beat the Manchester United that is high on confidence.
Even before the World Cup, they were playing well.
They were playing well.
Yeah.
But we are saying for the past
since they returned
back now. So you could see how fantastic the team is. A Manchester United that is high on confidence and everything, and it came and
changed it.
Actually beat Manchester United, beat Manchester United very well. Forget about the scoreline 3-2.
Yeah.
It doesn't really speak of what exactly happened in the game. So it's as for me, Arteta deserves it.
He deserves it. So let's talk about the player of the month for you. Okay. So the guys involved, first of all, Dan Bond from Newcastle, Brennan Johnson from Nottingham Forest, Riyad Mahrez from Manchester City, Solly March from Brighton, Marcus Rashford, Manchester United, David Raya from Brentford, and also Bukayo Saka.
It's a tight one. For me, it's between Saka and Rashford. But for me, I feel Rashford deserves it.
You feel Rashford
deserves it because he's been scoring back to back almost all games. I think he didn't only score against Crystal Palace?
10 goals now, 10
I think
matches.
just against Crystal Palace. That's
Yeah.
and did you see the goal he scored against Arsenal?
Exactly.
Thomas
Wonderful goal. Exceptional. That's a better word.
Thomas Partey, the best.
They say the defensive midfielder, right? He got through him like a spirit.
Actually, it just.
That was magical to say. Okay, Lagos City. You know, I made you understand my pundits are so amazing. The man who just heard his voice, that's Timmy. He's a Manchester United fan. But did you see the way he gave it out? He mean giving me wonderful reason why he felt Mikel Arteta should take the lead. And also, don't forget, I've got other managers there. But let's move to Osas now. Osas, let's get to you. Talk about the manager of the month for you. If you're to give, like if it falls to be in your hand, who would you give it to? First of all, Mikel Arteta, Steve Cooper, De Zerbi, Unai Emery, and Thomas Frank for you.
I will really say Mikel Arteta. It's not because I'm an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
Because looking at him like starting, where he started from, I always say this. Like nobody, it was very underrated. Like nobody looked at him as, oh, is he coming up? You know? If you are looking at him when he started, like you not even pick him.
Exactly.
Like you understand, he was always pressured. Like before I get to this stage, Mikel Arteta has done a lot.
Okay, Mikel Arteta has done it. Now, what about the player for the match?
The player, we'll give it to Rashford. So I'll not be biased. One, why I say that, you're talking about Saka.
Yeah.
And like we should not be okay. Arsenal have a good team player. Rashford is a one-man mopo. Yeah. Well, let's see the truth.
Oh, Sam! Tell me the reason why you say the one-man
He's a
mopo.
one-man mopo. Like chances of scoring for Man U is not easy for anyone apart from Rashford.
Exactly.
So Rashford is always there. He has been there from the World Cup. Now he has been consistent. So it's not easy. So I give it to Rashford.
It's not easy. Let us say, you see why I told you my team is strong. Nobody can stop us. Nobody can even hurt us. Not even Jude can barely hammer us. You know what I told you, Lagos City? You need to know even David Chile, the man behind the sound, looking and watching and laughing. One thing is certain, my team is so strong. Nobody can mark us like Rashford. Let's move to Mayo, our big name. Let's get your own now.
Well, I think Arteta has been consistent a whole lot, but I'm looking at Roberto De Zerbi.
Okay,
I think Roberto De Zerbi deserves manager of the month. He's done a whole lot for Brighton, and obviously his win ratio is not as high as Arteta, but what he has done in the last month in the EPL for Brighton shows how much impact he has on the team. He has proven that he can transition very well from the Serie A to the EPL and do a good job, and that has been in play. Devoid of the Moses Caicedo situation, he has been able to
manage it very well.
Yeah, to put the team together, and he was somebody that was brought in. When the league was going on, Porter left while the league was going on.
In the course of the season.
And he came in to take over. And you can't really see any sign that there is no Porter there. He's been able to do a good job. For the best player of the month, I think Rashford deserves it. Since coming back from World Cup, before the World Cup, he lost form and the rest of that. So a few weeks to the World Cup, he picked up, and coming back from the World Cup, he has been very fantastic, scoring about 10 goals in about 11-12 matches, which shows how dedicated he is. And one thing we are not really talking about is his positioning presently. The way he positions himself to create room for people to be able to locate him shows he's beginning to improve
and grow.
He's beginning to grow and improve in his game, which is the kind of potential that we expected from him all this while, and he's beginning to show those signs. And I think for that, he deserves to be player of the month.
Okay, let me take you back to that one. Okay, you need to know, coming from Patrice Evra, he said this: I have always said that he will become the captain of the club one day. For me, the biggest priority for Manchester United right now is to keep that kid happy. He called him a kid. He's actually a kid to Patrice Evra. Patrice Evra, sorry, that's the name. Moving on, talking about what he said. He said, so give him the contract he wants because it's the future of the club. Do you believe it, Timmy?
Of course, come on now. You have to believe that. It's the future of the club.
I know I asked you the question.
No, really, it's the future of the
Exactly.
club. It's the future of the club. How old is he? 22, 23?
Yeah, 22, 23,
Yeah, so he's the future, and he's playing like that, playing at the highest level, at the top level. The way he's playing, he's in form right now. Keep scoring. I think he was distracted. He was down mentally at a point in time, and he actually affected his game. And for me, you could see his celebration when he scores. He puts his hands there. He's saying mentality. That's just it. The talent has always been there.
Yeah, exactly. I love
it's
that.
It's just the mentality, and now the mentality has come back, and you could see Rashford playing very well.
Okay. Well, you know, everyone has got their own opinion on Legal City. We are just giving what you want to do. Like, we're just giving it out. You out there, you know, you have your own. The PFA, the board, the body, you know, that governs that English football, they do know what they will do. But on my own, let's quickly get to know the players involved again. I've got my own opinion on this very one. Okay, where is it again? Where is it again? All right. Okay, now. Mikel Arteta in the news, Steve Cooper, De Zerbi, Unai Emery, and Thomas Frank. I would start with Thomas Frank. I'm not going to give it to Thomas Frank. If it was like 2 months ago, possibly, maybe Brentford looked to be on fire at that point. Unai Emery has transformed Aston Villa, but where are they at the moment? Sings the song in my lips. You know, De Zerbi, like Mario Morales said, a quality manager from the Italian side, and Italian man to say, coming to a new league, a fresh league where he doesn't even know before. I just would commend him, but I still would not give him though. Steve Cooper, so much money, so much pounds have been spent in Nottingham Forest. I cannot imagine myself giving it to him. So more reason I should give it to Mikel Arteta. One reason is certain that before the start of the season, like my guy rather said here, Osas said he's someone nobody believed in, and that's just the truth. You know, I'm not surprised to hear Pep Guardiola say that yesterday before the game. In the post-match, saying Arteta played a vital role in my managerial career. A whole lot of people out there don't even know this. People don't even know that Mikel Arteta has instilled some things in Pep's life. We know Pep was so fantastic. The 2009 Champions League Barca, we know that, you know. But look at Bayern Munich, he did well, right? But we know whenever a game wants to go on in England, he calls on the phone and said, Arteta, how does this team play? I mean, we know the connection. But one thing is certain, I'll give Arteta, is the fact that these players, he have instilled high mentality. Look at the way Zinchenko now behaves. Looks aggressive and rugged. That's not the Zinchenko I know. What I know about Zinchenko, he just got the footwork by Arteta, by Pep instilling in him. But Gabriel Martinelli, look at the way these guys, they're very young. But look at the mindset. The mindset is big. And the manager is not scared to take risk. I mean, what we saw yesterday, I used the word to say, is it possible for your girlfriend to rob you without holding you? You know, I saw the holding on Haaland. Holding couldn't stand Haaland on that day. He couldn't have done that. He couldn't have been able to stand Haaland yesterday.
On a normal day.
On a normal day. So the manager that's the mentality. He changed it before it get worse. Right? He changed. He had to take him off, because not to say Holding, no disrespect to Holding, but for the fact that Haaland is, you know, amazing and a brave and energetic, strong player. But that long story short, I should give it to Arteta. And also for the guys who play, first of all, Dan Burn, wonderful guy from Newcastle. Okay, he's just there. Brennan Johnson, Nottingham Forest. These guys, I mean, they are what's making the list. Riyad Mahrez has been on and off for a while. You know, we know he's on fire right now, but it doesn't look open so much. Then Solly March, he's another guy. I just would say, if I'm to say after Rashford for me, I'll give it to Solly March and Saka. I think David Raya, also Brentford, still good, but I just would give Solly March. Solly March, these are the guys. Solly March. What's the other guy's name? Tolima, or this Tolima, that the guy that made them to sell Trossard. Tolima, I think. Mitoma. Yeah, Mitoma. That's the guy's name.
The Japanese guy.
Yeah, exactly. These are the guys who have made the Zerbi strong enough to say we can sell you on the Trossard. You know, so I just would give it to Marcus Rashford. One reason is because he has been so amazing over time. He has been fantastic. Look at the way he played. Look at his drive. Look at his runs. Look at the movement. Look at the mentality he has now. The manager enjoys him more. I feel like he plays for the club now. Marcus has always been, yeah, like you said, he's got the potentials anytime, any day. But let's talk about the transfer news quickly. So we talk about transfer news and we keep moving. Brighton have told Moise Caicedo to stay at home and not come to training.
No, but I mean, it's very rude.
It's rude, right?
How would you put out a statement on Instagram?
Public.
Are you serious? Why?
I want to leave.
The level of this is a Gen Z boy, right?
Yeah,
the level of disrespect and no offense to Gen Z people, I might be advanced a bit in age, but I mean,
I get it.
The level of boldness of these our Gen Zs is something.
And I tell you, we are in the 21st century.
No, I mean, it's a bit crazy. You have a contract. If you want to leave, there are proper channels of leaving. Imagine you are using a statement, your club do not know it.
Yeah.
They are finding out on Instagram. I mean, it shows the level of indiscipline is so high, which is wrong. As a professional player, you don't do that that in any way. You don't do it.
That is from another angle. Now, have you looked at it from the angle of I have tried everything,
I want to leave.
I have spoken to you guys, and you guys are denying me to leave to go to a better club where I can better my career. I have helped your club. There is nothing in this life. There is nothing.
I'm coming to voice.
There is nothing we can do about it. Brighton remains a small club.
Yeah, true.
For now,
Sure.
I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but for now. So this guy has helped you guys.
Yeah.
He wants to leave.
Where is the place of contract? Where is the place of contract?
There is a contract.
There's a contract. There's a contract. Okay.
There's a contract.
And there are clauses in the contract, right?
Clauses in the contract.
Okay.
If Arsenal are meeting the clauses in the contract, why are you not letting this guy go? And also there is a rule that says if he doesn't want to stay, let him go. Don't let him cause problems for your team. The same thing that I think Trossard actually fall out with the manager also.
Yeah, the third round he didn't play.
Yes, if fall out with the manager also, almost the same thing happened. He was about to do the same thing Caicedo did before they allowed Trossard to leave.
But my point is, Trossard go on Instagram to go and
if Harry Kane has acted the Gen Z way and go on Instagram and do Bala and everything, he will be in Man City now scoring the goals around the scoring.
Okay, wait, Timmy, let me get it right now. What's your point?
What I'm saying is,
are you supporting what he did?
I'm not supporting.
Was it right?
It's not right.
Oh, okay.
In all context, it's not right. But again, when a player wants to leave,
let him go.
Don't hold the player. Leave him. Let him leave. If De Gea has gone to Real Madrid, it will be a Champions League winner now.
True.
It's my Man U is my club. I want him to stay. De Gea was one of the best keepers in the world at that time.
Great saves, yeah.
But let him leave. If a player doesn't want to play there, probably the reason why De Gea was making a whole lot of mistakes at that point in time because
mentally wise,
he doesn't want to be there.
Clubs don't think about how you feel.
No, clubs don't think about one of the things that affected.
If they're not going to leave you, they will not leave you.
No. See,
you sign. We are mistaking something. You sign the contract.
You
sign the contract.
Listen, one of the things that affected Wayne Rooney. One of the things that affected Wayne Rooney was when he wanted to leave. Ferguson should have let him go. One of the things that helped Ronaldo, when Ronaldo wanted to leave, they tell him, give us one more season. Yeah. After one more season, we let you go. That's 2008. He gave Man U one more season. 2008, they sent him to Real Madrid. That is how. One of the things that helped N'Golo Kante was when he told Leicester, I want to leave. They allowed him to go.
Okay, yes. That's where mature conversation comes in. See, the thing is this: you signed a contract. You are tied down by that contract. The club might decide to keep you on the bench and not allow you go till you run down your contract. One,
no, club they have the power.
Yeah, they have the power to do that.
Yeah.
Two, the Ronaldo case that you brought up, Ronaldo had a mature conversation with Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson is smart.
Yeah, I know.
He's smart enough to not let you won't be shocked that Caicedo issue will turn Brighton upside down.
Why you say that?
Because some players will be in support of him.
Obviously,
some players will not be in support of him.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, everything will.
No, but the thing is this: Ronaldo had a conversation with the board, with Ferguson, that I want to leave.
How are we so sure that Caicedo has not had the same conversation with them? That he wants to leave and they denied him.
Hold on. He had a conversation with them and they told him, you can't leave now. Give us one more season. And after that season ended, what did they do? They sold him to Madrid.
Yeah, they let him go.
In Caicedo's case, go and look at the press release of Brighton. What he did was wrong. I don't think there's a conversation. Suddenly, January now, very close to the end, because Leonardo Trossard left. Yeah. Suddenly now, you decide you want to leave. How?
He didn't decide he wants to leave.
How?
They actually came for him.
Well, at some point, at some point he said he was going to stay. At some point he said he was going to stay, but later on, I think he has talked twice.
My point is this:
the bottom line is this: he's being greedy. He wants more money, and that's it.
But that's not greedy, my not greedy for me. I don't feel it's greedy.
He's being greedy, handling it this way.
No, he didn't handle it the right way.
Yeah, there are proper conversations you should have, owing to the fact that you have a contract. See, these things. Okay, what he has done now. If I'm an employer, if I'm the one looking at this boy to bring him
with this act,
in 2-3 years down the line, maybe after 3 years,
like
a Madrid comes with a bigger offer or PSG come, he will do the same thing.
But he's not the first guy we've seen who wants to force him off.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You don't go and release messages on Instagram without your club knowing.
I want to ask you a question now.
Right.
It's wrong.
Now, when Hurricane stuff was happening, the whole saga was happening at that point in time. Do you know he signed 6 years?
Yeah, with the club.
True, yes.
His last contract signing was 6 years.
Yeah.
He will keep him to the club till I think 2023 now.
2024. No, 2024,
2027 or so.
28 or thereabout. Yeah.
2027 or 28.
I know he signed a new contract in 2021. So as
that was 6 years ago.
2027.
2027 is a mumu.
Well, you call him why?
No, listen now. Let me tell you. Now, how old is Hurricane?
29. He'll be 29 this year.
29. Hurricane has the record for most goals as a striker without the Premier League medal.
Yeah, that's poor.
Very poor.
Right.
And you are deciding you are signing that huge contract. This is the same thing. A mature conversation. You don't want to betray the board. You don't want to betray the club.
No. Man City could not meet up the offer now. They told them to pay 200 million, and they are not. They were not ready to pay 200 million.
For Hurricane.
They were not ready to pay 200 million for Hurricane. That was the reason why Hurricane stayed.
No.
They were not ready to pay 200 million.
They
were not ready.
They made Hurricane stay. It's not.
What was Man City ready to shell out 200 million for?
Gareth Bale was ready to do them dirty. He was ready to do Tottenham dirty.
But Timmy, do you know how Daniel Levy does his contract? Do you know how wicked he can actually be?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Daniel Levy is.
We know how. I use the word wicked. I'm so sorry to use the word wicked. I'm so sorry to use the word wicked.
I don't want to say wicked.
I'm so sorry to use the word.
You can't say wicked. The reason is this.
You can say wicked.
You can't say wicked
because you are pushing your
no.
You can't say wicked.
Pushing your own goals.
You cannot say wicked.
Pushing your own goals.
You cannot say wicked.
Affecting another person's goals.
It pays you alone. It pays you alone.
That's what I'm saying. It pays you alone. Now,
hold on. You cannot say wicked.
Hurricane will stay at Tottenham either he likes it or not.
There's a contract. He signed the contract.
That's it.
That's what we're talking about. It's
$200 million.
boiled down to the contract.
Now,
we talk about contract.
You have the choice. Hold on. Before let's get this straight.
Okay.
Before you put pen to paper,
right?
You have a whole lot of team, agent, lawyers that will look at the contract. If the conditions, if the terms in that contract does not favor you, you are not signing the contract at gun pointed down on your head.
Yeah.
You can decline the contract
at that point.
So you don't go through the contract with your agents, with your lawyers, and the rest of that, and you put pen to paper and you want to renegade. So we cannot sit down here and say Levy is a wicked person. No, he's a businessman. So
well, from his point of view,
he pays Levy.
I feel that's what Todd is doing now. Todd is doing the same thing. Yeah.
And it affects the player.
No, the players are making it to affect them because they put pen to paper. It's very straightforward.
We can put pen to paper.
Nobody will force you to sign the contract.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Tell me.
At the end of the day, the team will not win anything.
Which of them are you talking about?
Brighton
or Tottenham now?
Brighton. Talk about Brighton.
They are in the same bracket. They will not win anything.
Philemon will come after you.
No, I'm telling you. They will not win anything. Because the point is this. Now, if Hurricane says he wants to go,
200 million. Bring 200 million.
I know team was ready to pay 200 million.
At 29.
At
29. And you don't want to lower the sign-off fee or all these things. And all these things. In the team, Hurricane is a
the big name.
Biggest name in the team. Some people will support him, some people will be against him. Others they will be against him because some too want to be the big name. But there are other people that they may retire them, they will support him. Now, when they now support him, the team will destabilize and voila will come. Part of what affected Manchester United. Some players were collecting a huge amount of money. Some were collecting small amount of money. Then Pogba was collecting big money. Then Herrera was collecting small money, and Herrera is doing more of the work. He will leave. Those are the things. If he wants to create some on a crazy way, let the player leave, because at the end of the day, it will destabilize the team. That's what will happen. When does he had issues at Arsenal? And they said we'll keep him on the bench for Kineko season.
They wanted to sell him. He said he doesn't want to go.
He was punishing the club
because of the contract.
When he was punishing the club, and the club was punishing him back, and they were punishing each other. Did they win anything? Were they playing five football? that's what you don't understand. They didn't win anything. Were they playing fine football?
True.
When Arsenal had issues with Aubameyang and they were punishing each other, did they win anything?
Both were struggling. Both
of them were struggling. That's the point. When Gareth Bale was in Real Madrid and they were punishing each other, you could see
he was playing golf.
Real Madrid could bypass that time. Real Madrid could bypass that time because of the amount of talent they have. How many talent do Brighton has? How many talent does Tottenham has? That's the point. So when the player wants to leave, just let the player go, JJ. Make it go.
But what about when the player wants to leave and is not due? You know what I mean by not due. You know what I mean? Hasn't spent more time with the club.
Let me tell you.
But the question is,
nobody's bigger than the club.
Exactly.
Sure.
Nobody's bigger than the club. If a player wants to leave, let the player leave.
The same player want to leave.
Part of the reasons why
Arsenal meeting is released this time.
Part of the reason why I respected Liverpool. In as much as I felt they could have given Mane everything he wants. Mane said he wants to leave and they welcomed it. Okay, you want to leave, no problem, you can go.
Lewandowski same.
Lewandowski, he said
it. He said
Bayern too don't want him to go.
Yeah, exactly.
He was ready to pull all this Caicedo stunt on them.
Yeah.
Before they actually allow him.
But Timmy, let me get on this. Do you realize that sometimes now you talk more from the player's view? Let's look at it from the. No. I feel like you've spoken more from the player's view.
I'm speaking for the team.
If you are let me put it to you now. If you are the owner of Brighton, Caicedo is a very key player for Brighton. We know how effective in the middle of the season. Yes. We know how we need this guy. Don't be biased. Would you let him go? Maybe they are not doing the right way, but would you let him go?
I'll try and speak to him.
On what? On what note?
Don't go.
Remember you have a contract.
It's normal. I will try and speak to him. To beg him. I'll try to keep him. Beg him. Don't go.
Okay.
Please stay. If he insists he wants to go, you can go. So part of the reason why I respected Leicester's owner, the one that passed away some time ago. Blessed memory. He actually, when they finished that season, when they win the Premier League, Kante wanted to go to Chelsea. He allowed Kante go. I think, is it Arsenal or something, came for Mahrez at that time. He begged Mahrez to stay. And Mahrez stayed.
He left the next season.
After that season, Mahrez said, "Okay, I won't go." Okay, you can go. It's so simple. You don't need to, because for me, what I feel, when you hold down the player, in the dressing room, everything happens in the dressing room.
Yeah,
the media we don't know. People outside we don't know. Now, some people will be in support of the player.
The locker room must be divided.
When the locker room is not divided, one person will not pass to one person. One person will not.
Okay. And let's say what is bad is bad. But don't get it twisted. Let me change that word again. Let me rephrase it. I'm down to leave. If you're listening to me, I'm not saying you're wicked though. I'm only trying to say your contract is strict. I think that's a better word to say, but not wicked. But I understand it for owner. I would not be against it because I want to own a club someday. I won't be against it because I want to be an owner of a firm someday. I would not go against it because I don't mind being a chairman of an organization. But one thing is certain, that this thing pays these managers. It pays the owners. They know what they do. But talking about Caicedo, let's get in the news again. Talk about Brighton have told Moise Caicedo to stay at home and not come to training until after the transfer window closes. Brighton have made it clear to Caicedo that he won't be leaving in this window and is not for sale. They appreciate his head has been turned by the offer from Arsenal and interest from Chelsea, and have given him a few days away to get his head right for the remainder of the season. Moving on, just breaking news coming in right now. Moise Caicedo didn't turn up for Brighton training today. He wants to leave immediately. Arsenal expected to make another bid. Moise Caicedo has been told to stay away from training until February 1st. Brighton want to keep him, but he will not play tomorrow against Liverpool. Let's talk about this at their detriment now. What about this, Mayowa? At the club's detriment now. This is where you can say they know his head is not right at the moment, but you still want him to stay. What about the long run?
He go the don't go.
Depression comes in.
I tell you, he go begin the don't go. He go where supposed not go. He go not go back. Let him go. If he wants to, I'm telling you. When Pogba wanted to leave, now this is a typical case. Check Manchester United. When Pogba wanted to leave that time, Pogba could have gone to Madrid. I think Madrid, Barca, gone back to Juventus. He could have gone to Paris Saint-Germain. So many clubs wanted Pogba. Man U held him. Oh Lord, because you know they go anywhere and all those. Wait till he play. How many matches he play? Every match is injured. Every 2 matches is injured. How many matches did he play? Disturbing the dressing room, scattering everywhere.
And that was really.
Yes,
what do you call it?
With Makosa.
Yes, exactly. He was dancing up and down.
Lagos City. Okay, let's say happy birthday to one man now. Talk about still growing strong. He's 45 today. Happy birthday to Jilonke Buffon, a well-recognized goalkeeper. You know, we know him. We know his story.
He's still
from
with Parma, though.
Yeah, we know the story where he started from, and he went back as well. He achieved a lot, with the Italian side and also with Juventus. But we know there's no Champions League. So sorry about that, though. Moving on, official statement and official confirmed. Newcastle have confirmed that Kieran Trippier has extended his contract on the end of the season. Talk about 2024 to 2025 season. We're talking about the guy who's about to force a move. Let's talk about another young man. I call him the best player of Everton, but some say Alex Iwobi is, but for me, he remains my best. Anthony Gordon undergoing medical test as Newcastle player after they agree with Everton on £40 million fee plus add-ons. Gordon will sign his contract right after the medical tests. Please, let's talk about this guy briefly. This guy.
You see?
This one was even worse.
Now,
how old is he?
That is how.
He's barely 21, 20.
That is how to run a football club. You could see now. Everton are in crisis right now.
Exactly.
They are battling relegation, and Anthony Gordon is one of their best players, if not their best player.
Yeah.
And Newcastle is coming to swipe the guy away, and they are selling.
But
he doesn't.
They accept it, right?
Why? Accept.
They know they are going through crisis. Brighton needs Caicedo.
Listen, it is better for them to accept and let the guy go and let them be free mind and let them build on what they have,
Exactly.
rather than keep him. And they should scatter their room and they should be playing rubbish. Is it not better?
Wait, while he was not catching this room, I didn't know playing rubbish before.
Yeah, but he's better. But he's still better.
I did not play
That's
rubbish
the point.
before. Is that not why they are in relegation zone?
But he's still
I did not
better.
sack their manager again.
But he's still better. He's still better. That should have come a very long time. I think they should have sacked Lampard since. I don't know. They kept.
He was given a whole lot of time. Fahad Mashiri tried.
They kept him, and he was making some funny decisions.
Lampard is a born Englishman. So
I don't know.
it should not be as if it's a sentiment or something like that. They have to leave him.
They are not a serious football club.
Okay, let's move on. Next on, you need to know the fourth round of the FA Cup will be starting very soon. But quickly, still talking about the news. I will not talk about the foreign news without recommending a very big match coming up today right there at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City, where Bender Insurance Football Club will be hosting Remo Stars. And I spoke with Imade Osarenko not long, some hours back, and I told him I was going to have you on my show possibly for the match, and he told me, Bobo, come on, with too much training, we won't kill ourselves for a year. And I understand, so I'm going to have Imade Osarenko, one of the best goal scorer of Bender Insurance, on the show possibly for Monday or Tuesday.
How many goals is he?
He's got 3 goals now, 2 to 4 gours in the season. Scoring away, he went Aqua United and scored away. And today they are playing home. They are the Arsenal of the,
What you say?
They are the Arsenal side. They call them the Bender Insurance Arsenal side of Nigeria.
Oh.
Timmy, why are you laughing?
I can't remember the last time I watched Nigeria League.
You can't remember, but Nigerian League is back now. It's back. It's back on TV now. Let's encourage it.
Since the time the highest goal scorer of Nigeria League scored 19 penalties.
Wait. What's up? See, these guys will come for you.
If it's not good,
goodness me! Oh, South said the last time watched Nigerian League. Wait, can I get you back on that? When was the last time?
I can't remember, but I was so tired.
What was the incident that happened?
You said the highest scorer this league, 19 penalties with 1 goal. How do we play 19 penalties?
I'm not going to get to that man again. We understand how it's been. So for the fact that it's been changed, no more Nigerian Professional Football League, now Nigerian Premier Football League. MPFL is back again on your TV.
But Kizzy, the question is this: is change of nomenclature, does it translate to change in quality? Because they've changed the name now, does it translate
but the truth of the matter,
to quality?
No, the truth of the matter is what I'm saying now. I just would say I don't want to. I keep saying on the radio, I announce every day. I say I don't want to see something good in the very first time and later it start going in shambles. I must commend the NFF president.
No, but my question is this. See, I don't have an issues with the ideas. But my question is,
it's already in play.
I know. I don't have an issue with the various ideas they've brought.
Okay.
But my question is, how consistent are they?
But
consistency has always been the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
They will, it's just like they will say one is starting, one is finishing. They have starting, but they don't
that's
finishing.
my fear.
And that's always been the
truth of the matter is,
look at it now. Currently now they are broadcasting some games.
Yeah.
But how consistent would they continue to broadcast those games? You discover that sometimes they want to broadcast a game and there are a whole lot of technical issues and the rest of that from the stadium. They can't broadcast the game. Right. Somebody's beating or game is being postponed. People are striking and the rest of that. I mean,
if you know, volume.
But let me put it this way, right? You never know until you try.
Yeah, true.
You never know until you try. So just give them that benefit of a doubt.
Sorry, can I ask a question? How many teams are consistent right now? Like, okay, this is...
It's in two groups now.
It's in two groups. There are
it's in two groups now. 10, yeah.
And I buy that the reason for that is so that you don't get to be, because of the security situation, so that you don't get to start traveling.
Okay, Maya, what would you now say about the away win we've been saying? I mean, it's magical. What we've seen that the ref. See, was it you that was saying that on the show one day? I think it was you saying the referees have family. It was you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. They get family. Yeah.
And it's true. Sometimes the referee are angry. You just give the red card.
But Batters aside, I've been following the league,
right?
Especially although I don't like a whole lot of postponement that's happening because of some engagement and just of that. However, I've been following the league, and I discovered that a whole lot of teams are going away to win.
Yeah.
And I'm very impressed with that. There's the away wins now.
Back in the days.
The away wins now. The away wins now.
There is no away win. Even when the players go to play away, they are scared to play.
Exactly. Yeah, no, true.
They are scared to play.
Yes, they are scared.
If you are going away, you are losing.
You are losing. Yes.
We know. But we've seen the change now.
No, I mean, probably because of this team A and B slot that they divided into region A and region B slot. They divided into maybe that has an effect. I don't know because
it social media also
helped.
Yes, true.
You know, back in the days, so many things will happen. You will just hear they talk to the beach referee for Kineko Stadium. They talk say the Kineko.
There was a particular.
There was a lot them talk say.
Yeah.
No, but we didn't see the footage.
But now we can actually see.
But now it's different.
There was a particular
social
season.
Media is there.
There was a particular season. I think in Kano, Kano Pillars and a particular club.
Yeah.
They beat up the referee. Beat up the cameraman.
I've been in this league and I know how this works.
Okay, you play in the league.
Yeah, I played in the league. I know how this works. Sometimes when you go away, most of the time to Kano Pillars, you already know. You get some signs on the gate, like if I know we'll go to the. No man, our referees have speed.
You have the pace.
Our referees,
you have
the pace like that.
You have pace. I'm telling you.
Catch you.
See,
running their race like Kylian Mbappe.
I tell you, I don't know. I've never seen a league, even the Zambia, a league where you see that. I swear to God, that's thick.
Yeah, talk true.
We talk true.
Yeah,
we're not the same. I've never seen a league that has ammunition.
Always ready for you.
Always. Oh God. But the truth of the matter, I must commend. The IMC talk about Benga Elek Belay. I must say, I think they've done so well.
There are some things that happened one time like that. Nigeria League, I don't know, that they were angry, removing the floodlight.
Yeah. No, so many things happen.
Yeah.
So many things happen. Some players get beaten, the referees, the lines. Some change their shirts. Like as you family, they carry your jersey, they come your clothes for nylon, you're kind of a poly bag. Once you're done playing, they just straight for you. Like you change your and they must have speed, regardless of a tongue. Lagos City. Time check. 29 minutes gone. Time check here from the studios on Point of People 90.3. It's 1:30 right now. And this is the best place you need to be at all times. Just to know, I'm Kizzy K, the voice of the mic. Malo goes to Chelsea. Here we go. Medical tests have been scheduled tomorrow in order to seal deal. He's joining Chelsea in June 2023 alongside Nkunku. We'll receive a 30 million euro plus add-ons and keep the player on loan. So let's get to the game. Officially coming to you now. 21-year-old Moise Caicedo has gone public on Instagram about his desire to play for Arsenal. The Gunners will return with an improved offer and he wants Brighton to accept. There'll be a record transfer for Albion. See, Timmy, this is surprising. If he makes the move, He'll be a record signing.
No,
the club does not want to see from that view.
No, a player under contract will not tell the club what to do.
Exactly.
Employer, employee will not tell employer
what to do.
No.
It has to do with my own decision right now.
No.
But why is there a contract?
No. There's a contract. You can sign a contract. Something happens.
There is a contract, but he's not there to fight war. Now, boy, he did play.
Normal.
There is something.
May play the ball, may they go outside.
FIFA rightly said. FIFA governs everybody. FIFA rightly said, if you're not happy at a particular place, you can ask to leave. A contract,
but he can ask, but they can decline, right?
He can ask, but
that's the part of the club.
But the point, that's part of the
damage
contract.
for the club.
But the point is this: they are damaging themselves.
The club is above
Brighton is in a poor position to qualify for Europe. Either they can't make the Champions League.
Yeah, Europa is the target.
Or Conference League. But the way they are going now, they go finish 10th. And be helping. They will not help all this. They Chelsea, Liverpool. With all this, they are this thing now.
You just have to throw it at Chelsea and Liverpool.
I'm telling you, because
for no reason.
If they have to come down, then one of them will move up.
That's true.
Okay, for example, you're a leader. You have assistant leader.
All right.
And I say, okay, they want your speech. You have to say something to the people. If you are not happy that day, like you're not happy at all, you call your second.
Yeah.
They say, no, we need the leader to say something. If they force you to do what you don't want to do, they might say, everybody, you are crazy.
because you really don't want to talk.
You don't want to say anything.
I get it.
What is coming out from you. You don't force you to take decision. Decision making is, I can sign a paper now, and it's the next minute I made a mistake.
But you've signed it.
You signed it. It's not life and death.
You've signed it.
It's a life and death for me.
It's a life and death.
See, you know what's the contract? Maybe you don't understand what contract means.
I understand what you're saying, but it's not to do with
my own point in all this thing is this: contract has bind them already.
True.
If Arsenal are not meeting the release clause on the contract,
that would have been
no wala.
Yeah.
No, they are not. They want to bring an improved offer again. They want to bring an improved offer.
I don't know how much the release clause is.
Maybe is it 60?
Maybe it's 60.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know. I think they want to improve the offer to 60 now.
60 now.
Maybe it's 100 million.
Maybe that's the put on him
maybe that's the release clause.
What the boy is trying to do is to force their.
He's trying to force his way out of the club.
Look at the message again. Can you read that message again?
Okay.
He's telling the club.
Okay.
The last person, he's telling the club.
21-year-old Moise Caicedo has gone public on Instagram about his desire to play for Arsenal. The Gunners will return for an improved offer, and he wants Brighton to accept.
He wants
Brighton. He's saying accept this offer.
Meaning that I don't think they are meeting the actual.
See this guy. He needs a special advisor. You know what I'm saying? He feels that. He never knew this is wrong.
No.
He feels this is wrong.
That's the problem with Gen Z.
Exactly. He feels this is wrong.
They can just.
For me, it's not wrong.
Why?
Why? How?
Make it go.
Okay, hold on.
No, make it go is not bad. But what he did was wrong.
Neymar,
right?
Forced his way to Barca. Do you know that? Do you know he forced his way from Santos to Barca?
I know.
He forced his way again from Barca to PSG.
But something's happened does not mean it's right. Let's just say it the way it is.
Yes, but he wants to go. If Neymar,
we talked about Enzo Fernandez. I'll come to that. So you see what happens.
How will you feel if he plays for Brighton now and he's now doing own goal? What will you say?
And they'll keep him on the bench now.
What will you say?
Hold on.
They give him the first ball.
Hold on.
They'll drop him to the bench.
They will find him. What will you say? What will you say?
They'll keep him out of play.
Hold on. I don't know. The reason why
I have learned so much about all these things because of Pogba. Pogba did it to Manchester United. Pogba wanted to leave. Let him go. If Pogba had gone, so many things that happened in United will not happen. It will not influence all these people. So many things that happen.
But the question is, in Pogba's case, they are not keeping him on the bench. Players, hold on. Players, your offer, your value, your value goes up because you are actively playing.
Yeah.
If the club puts you on the bench, your valuation begins to drop.
True.
That's the truth. And it's not as if you are a big Moses Caicedo. Yes, he's a good player, but you can't compare him. You can't compare the kind of.
He's not world class.
It's not. You can't say he's a world class player at this moment.
Don't say he's not world.
Do you understand?
No, he's not world class.
You can't.
Who's the world class?
Don't say he's not world.
He's not world class. How will he come with Caicedo? No, how is he world class?
Why I would say don't say he's not world class? He plays in a team, in a Brighton team, and he stand out.
The point is this.
He stand out.
Can you tell me?
But the same team is giving you the same team is giving you that platform to stand out, right?
First half of the season.
Yeah.
Remove Trossard.
Why would you remove this guy?
No, I'm just saying.
Because they have contracts now.
They're not saying what I'm saying. As in, I'm individually
you
now.
point out to him,
yes,
right? He carries the load. But
carries the load.
See, we know average players and we know who has potential. He has the potential to be a world class. But he's not a world class.
Wait, Kevin Phillips.
He's not a world class. Caicedo is never a world class. He has the potential. He can be.
Kevin Phillips in Leeds. Kevin Phillips in Leeds will never be on the bench.
Yes.
Kevin Phillips in Man City. What's happening?
He's at the bench. He's on the bench because of Pep. Another coach who comes in now and prefers Kevin Phillips.
Yeah, true.
All these things are his favoritism.
No. My point is, I'm not saying you cannot be 21 to be a world class. Don't get me wrong, right? But my point is, Caicedo, Brighton, his playing time. Caicedo, he has been fantastic, true. But we cannot compare him last season to this season.
My point is this: let him.
He has the potential to be a world class.
Yes, exactly. So let him go to a bigger club.
Okay, let's move on. Time is running out on the show. This one is big. I believe that's not a problem with your Carry Con show today. Inter Milan are not planning to renew 29-year-old Romelu Lukaku's loan spell. Unless things improve, the striker will return to Stamford Bridge. on the 30th of June, Chelsea signed the Belgian for €113 million in 2021. How much is he worth now? Let's talk about Romelu Lukaku.
Another story.
Do you know the worst? He said he wanted to go to Inter, right? Now Inter Milan is now saying he's not improving.
Have you seen
what's going on?
Do you know what actually happened? If you watch Inter Milan's match, when they give Lukaku ball and Lukaku miscontrols it, the bench laughs.
Like mockery now.
Yes, it's like mockery.
It's not the same thing he was doing in Man U before they chased him away.
Like mockery. No. He was even still performing. The point is, he shouldn't have left Inter Milan in the first place.
In the first place,
just stayed.
The financial issue, you felt like he should have stayed.
It's not the financial issue.
No, that's his claim. That's his claim. He claims that I needed to help the club.
He needs that one. Like the club doesn't want to sell him. The club actually wants to sell Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, it was Lautaro Martinez.
It's Lautaro Martinez that actually.
They were ready to chase Lautaro away for him.
They were ready to sell Lautaro to Barca, I think to Barcelona then.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave. He said he wants to go back to his home. That his real home is Chelsea, because Chelsea bought him from
But he got there and he's telling them I want to go back to Inter Milan again.
The point is this. He just wanted to come and show Man U that you people, I will show you people.
But see, Lukaku's move is funny. Inter Milan never wanted to sell him, right? No problem. But Inter Milan could not even refuse that amount of money. The club was going through problems, crisis. It's a good deal for the club.
30 million.
Conte left, right? What about Conte? Was Conte supposed to leave?
No, Conte decided he wanted.
Lukaku decided to leave too.
Conte decided he wanted to leave because Inter said they cannot keep so many players. Ashley Young, all these people, they can't keep them. And so they were selling their best players and buying.
And he knew what was going to be worse for him for the season.
So he knew that if I stay here,
they will spoil my record.
They will spoil my. He said he actually wants to build the team to win 3-4 leagues back to back.
So you see now, Lukaku's own now has to do with personal mind.
Now, this is what I'm saying now. This is what I'm saying. That is how to run a club. Lukaku he said he wanted to go.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go. They allowed him to go. Did Inter not allow it? If Inter has kept him,
it was informed.
It was informed.
The question is this: the Chelsea, or as regards Lukaku now, was Lukaku buy a good business for Chelsea? Because hold on,
I said it here. Hold on, 2 weeks ago, I mean last week. That part of the main problem, the beginning of Chelsea's problem is Thomas Tuchel. It was not the one that went to go and buy Lukaku. Is it not fully?
No. Wait. Okay. Lukaku was bought by Thomas Tuchel, right? But you can't say managers make mistake. But what he has achieved for Chelsea is enough to cover up the blow.
What did they achieve for Chelsea?
Thomas Tuchel?
He won Champions League for them.
Is that not big enough? No. It's big enough. No, sometimes, I'll tell you the truth. Managers make mistakes. See, these guys are human. Wait, let me tell you, Tim, sorry, so let me ask you, do you think, would you have known that Lukaku would not do well in Chelsea? When he was returning, would you have known with what he played with Lautaro Martinez? You wouldn't have seen it coming.
Was Chelsea playing the same way?
Even see, the question is, do you think Lukaku?
That is one thing you're not pointing out. Were they playing the
let me
same
tell you something. Lukaku, you can gamble it. You can gamble that. You know why? Let me tell you. Sorry, let me let you know. Inter Milan like to play double pivot up front, like a double nine, a double striking force. That's why they got Dzeko when Lukaku left, right? Dzeko from Roma
to play with Lautaro Martinez.
Till today, they are still doing it. Lukaku came back. Lukaku is struggling now. Chelsea likes to play a lone striker. What did Lukaku play in Everton? He played a lone man, right?
And it was really functioning.
And he was doing well. So looking at it,
I was one of those that advocated that Man U signed Lukaku because he was the hottest striker in the EPL.
Now,
he came to Man U. He was struggling.
The mistake is this. I said this
couple of times, right?
Sometimes ago. I was telling some of my people. I said Lukaku is a type of player that performs for an average team, not a top club.
So hold on. Sorry.
That can actually be justified.
Let me break it down.
Let me put you on the spot there. How do you mean?
Let me break it down.
Yeah, I want to understand.
When he was at West Brom,
was fantastic as well.
He was a star man there.
Starman.
Everton scattered everybody.
That's where
Everton 27 goals or thereabout.
He played very well. When he came to Manchester United, not like he didn't really perform well for Man U, but he was flopping here and there.
He was struggling. Yeah,
he was struggling. Now, when he went to Italy, he actually played well. I felt he played well because of Antonio Conte. I actually felt the manager. I felt he played well because of him, because of the way he sets up his team. You can't score him, obviously. So, and if you watch the way Lukaku plays in Italy, just give me the ball, let me body everybody. That's how he wants to play. He wants to bully everybody. That's how he plays. But now at Chelsea, it's different. The way Thomas Tuchel sets his own team up is different. Totally different. Totally different. You have to be able. Thomas Tuchel needs a striker that can create chances, hold the ball,
that can join the play.
But all this you are saying now,
this
sorry
guy
to say.
Want to bully
No. But wait. Do you watch Lukaku very well?
Yes, of course.
If you watch Lukaku very well, you won't say this. I'll tell you the truth.
No, I'm not saying.
Lukaku has one of the best link up. Lukaku, see, no. I know the point where he's going to that part of scoring goals, the pass and.
No. You're not understanding what I'm trying to say is now they actually put in a cross or a pass from the midfield or something. The first just lets him down. How will you build up on that?
But wait, do you know when Lukaku was coming? Everybody was saying, James, get ready. Lukaku is a man that when you have him, I felt like Lukaku disappointed.
What happened to him in World Cup?
The question is no.
He has dropped in form.
He went to the World Cup flop. Before that. Wait. They said what happened to him before the World Cup. Before the World Cup, how was he? No. The question is, how did he come to the World Cup?
There are players that didn't perform before they came to the World Cup.
No.
And they came to the World Cup and
Maguire.
No. I'm telling you, it's a yardstick to say. Lukaku wasn't in. Even when he came, when he joined, I think he was the last guy that joined the team. True. Look, go and check it out. He was the last guy. Even when he joined, everybody was like, "Okay, Lukaku is back." They were celebrating because they expect Lukaku is deceiving.
Yeah.
He wasn't consistent, but he lost it already. For the fact he moved away from.
He performs very well for Belgium, though. He scores.
No. He's the best scorer. He's the highest goal scorer.
No,
well respected.
Goals for them.
I think he has about 70 something goals or thereabout.
The point is just that one of the biggest mistakes of his career is leaving Inter Milan to go to Chelsea.
Because everything was working out. Nico Barella, the passes were coming.
Everything was
Lautaro
working
was enjoying.
So the team was building around him.
I want to ask a question now. Definitely with this statement,
right?
Lukaku is definitely going back to Chelsea.
Yeah, going back to his home club.
Or in fact, he's going back to Chelsea.
That's it.
So the question is this: do you guys see Lukaku having an inroad back into the team?
Now the problem is this: if they have another coach, I don't know why.
Do you feel Graham Potter will be chased away?
I don't think he's going to be chased away.
It will be sacked soon.
You think so?
You will see. They go beat them.
See. Let me tell you.
Their only hope now is Champions League.
Right.
And they will also beat them in the Champions
League.
See,
the point is this.
So once they're out of the Champions League, you will see all they want to do now is to rebuild for next season.
Let me. I said I was going to explain something like that next season. Now, starting from Chelsea problem, the manager with the players are new, but Chelsea will have to take time to blend. I don't just pray for them to go down sinking before it gets to gel. One thing is certain, people talk about a couple of times on the show, people say the reason why Todd Boehly is signing 7 years deal. Do you know he has been impeached? I mean, the FIFA, the rules have been on him now, because when that 7 years deal he gives players, it's a bonus for him that owns the club. Do you know what happened? Yeah, people don't see that. That's how we say when we look at from the A, we look from the B. The reason, the answer to that is this: if Madueke comes to play 3-4 seasons and becomes so hot, if you want to sign him, you sign the contract. You buy that contract. You're not buying the player. You're not signing the player alone from the club. Now you're buying him away.
You're buying. You're
buying the contract.
You are paying the release clause.
Exactly. So this is
they can put 200 million, 500 million there.
Exactly. Now you can imagine Mikhailo Modric, long contract with Chelsea, but I can bet you he can't spend all that year.
So what if he flops?
What that's where it's 50-50 for both sides. But it's something to talk about for the owners.
It's football. Nothing is certain.
Exactly.
Nothing is certain. And for me, I just feel Chelsea, they should just sack that guy. They should allow him to go.
And if Lukaku will come now, that's the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So there could be space created because he might leave the Barca.
A better coach should be. See, the what you just said now, I disagree with it.
On that, what part?
That you said the player and the coaches are new and they need time to gel.
No, that's what it is. But can the club have the time?
If Ralf Rangnick is still the coach of Manchester United, we'll be battling for relegation zone by now.
No. You got me wrong. See, my point
because Man U cannot string two passes together.
No.
That is what is happening to this Chelsea.
You got me wrong. You got me wrong in the sense that you sound like I'm saying Graham Potter. I say it all the time. No disrespect to him. Graham Potter is a manager that have his size. Do you understand? The players Chelsea have are big players that needs not just big manager, a manager that knows this game very well to manage them. Graham Potter does not have. He does not have the capability to manage Chelsea.
So
what Chelsea have. But the problem is, can you let him go?
He does not have capability to manage Chelsea. So they should just. That's what I'm saying. They should let him go.
So if he's going, what are you placing him with? If he's going,
I don't know.
In your opinion,
there's Mr. Fix-It-Off. There's Gusidin somewhere.
Yeah, there's what do you call it?
Mr. Fix-It-Off. Gusidin. Chelsea has hired him as interim coach twice, and he has done well.
But Timmy, the truth be told, this owners, this man is not Roman Abramovich. You know.
See,
we know that we see. I will not be surprised to see Chelsea bounce back with Graham Potter.
They will not bounce back.
You think so?
I'm telling
okay,
you,
let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Don't worry. Because I feel like in June Chelsea will be very full again.
They will not bounce
with the return of Nkunku coming to the club.
They will not bounce back.
Talk about Gusto coming to the club. They will not bounce back.
They will not bounce back.
So what do you call they won't we're saying they cannot bounce back. We know Chelsea cannot win the league now.
They will not make.
They will not like that.
They will not make top 4 again. If they keep, they will not make. They will finish the same way, the same place they finish. If they finish 12 this season, they will finish 12 next season.
Okay.
Are you
let me get you now.
Are you going Duro Giants view?
I love what you're saying.
I'm telling you.
Wait, let me get you on the spot now. With Graham Potter.
Yes, with Graham Potter.
You say Chelsea will not do what?
They will not finish well.
They will not finish well. So what's the definition of finish well? Why do they go to Europa?
If they go to Europa,
is it okay?
If they go, it's not okay now.
What are you saying? Europa is not good enough. Are you serious?
No, it's not good enough.
Why?
For a team that just won Champions League 2 years ago.
You can't say that with the new manager. A new owner. No. Don't tell me that.
They don't win Champions League with the new manager.
Timmy, hold on.
It happened. That was miracle. That was the magic of the game.
Where's Timmy talking from? I can't.
No, that's not what Timmy said.
What I'm saying is, when Faggy wanted to leave United, let the job at United. And brought in a Moyes that doesn't have the experience of coaching big club and big players. You could see what happened.
No, Maya, you say something. I will put you wrong. That Maya said something. I said spending money, right?
No, hold on. Okay, you have spent over 400 million, and
this January alone,
and the best you are hoping for is Europa League.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying. See, clubs know what they are looking for. I said about it. Newcastle United.
Okay, so what
was the priority for Newcastle before this time? Newcastle was just top 4.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Sure.
They're cool. Top 4 is what they want. If they win the league,
this is the first time. This is the first time they have such investment. So you won't expect. Hold on.
I'm with you.
You won't expect Newcastle, to have this kind of investment 2-3 years down the line, and you expect them to be thinking about top 4. No,
exactly,
the standard will move higher. Chelsea has a particular standard they need to meet. You cannot spend. You cannot spend over 400 million pounds.
That is.
And what your best expectation at this level, based on the kind of level you've built, the kind of standard you've built, the best standard you could aim for is Europa League.
Do you know the problem that I feel like I could say with you Chelsea's having? these players, some of these players are not really worth that amount. But regardless of the money being big, do you realize City, when Pep Guardiola came, they spent so much pounds?
Yes, no. Yes,
do you know that? It didn't work. What happened?
After the first season, he had to let Nolito left, some players
and he spent more. So what are we saying?
Now, on defenders,
right.
Mourinho actually complained that Pep is buying the league. He's buying. No, he said Pep is paying for. He's paying the amount he's supposed to pay for strikers. He's paying for defenders. Pep actually bought this guy. What's his name?
Who's that?
Danilo.
Ike Danilo.
He bought Danilo from Madrid.
Okay.
He bought Danilo from Madrid. Danilo came to Man City now. Then later he swapped with Cancelo, from Juventus. He actually bought Danilo for 70.
What would you say about that? That's you see why it's business, like you said.
Now the point is this: the reason why they will not see that, people will not really see that, is because Pep is succeeding, winning the league. True. Winning.
No, if you're spending money, there's the result.
If you're spending money, see, Saturday we go good. Now Friday we go good.
But wait, Timmy, are you saying with what Chelsea is going through right now, and Graham Potter is enough to say let him go?
Yes.
You feel it's enough?
I don't know.
Because he's saying if Graham Potter stays, next season they are finishing 12th again.
Yes, that's why I'm quoting, because I know Chelsea. I know Chelsea can finish 12th this season.
If they finish, I'm saying if. No. I'm not saying they will. You're not. I'm just.
No, what if Graham Potter does not leave? They will finish 12 according to you.
No. I'm not saying they will finish 12. I
was going to say that. Yeah.
Chelsea fans, no.
No.
I'm just saying. If they finish 8th or 7th, 8th. 7th, I don't know where they finish, but obviously they're not going to the Champions League.
Yeah.
Anywhere they finish, apart from top 4, we all know they won't enter top 4. Anywhere they finish this season, though. We all
know they finish top. They won't. I don't know with you. I don't know. Anything can change in this game.
You said no. Should be your list.
No, this game. This game is funny.
You did the top 4 list.
No, we did. No. See, no. Even though I didn't say it, right? Not saying it doesn't mean anything cannot happen. You know how this game works.
Anything can happen.
Exactly my point.
But let's be factual. Chelsea are not entering top 4. Chelsea are not entering top 4. And if they finish 8th or 9th or 10th this season, and they keep Graham Potter, they will finish 10th again next season until they change the coach.
Okay.
The point is this. See, you cannot bring a coach from a small team to come and coach a big team. It doesn't work that way. I don't think.
No. That's right.
I don't think he has.
That's
ever
right.
But Arteta is proving people wrong now.
Arteta has never coached a small club now.
No. I mean, his first main club is Arsenal. And you not say, hold on.
Arteta did not coach a small club.
Hold on. And you not say Arteta is a small coach. Arsenal is a small club.
Arteta did not coach. No. Arteta did not coach a small club. He did not.
His first job was Arsenal's job, right?
He did not coach a small club.
That's a big club. Arsenal's a big club.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's his first job. That's his first job.
As an assistant, it's just like Zidane. Zidane didn't coach any small club. He was an assistant of Ancelotti, and I think he went to the second team of Real Madrid and being promoted to their first team. And the same thing. This is what we are seeing with Arteta. This is the same thing that happened to Pep at Barcelona. And see. Sometimes when sorry to chip this in, sometimes when everybody is praising Eric Ten Hag, I don't know. Sometimes I feel indifferent about it. The reason why I feel indifferent about it is this. What's his name now? Ole actually finished second. Finished second.
Yeah, true.
Ole finished second. I think once or twice. I don't know.
No, even the season before they will fire him.
Yes, Ole finished second. Second on the league. Second. And now Eric Ten Hag is there, and we are hoping for top 4, and we are saying, yes, come on.
Okay, all right, let's just run. I mean, a whole lot to talk about. But one thing is certain: football is magical. Where does the magic come in football? I'll let you know where the magic comes in football. Where magic comes in football is the fact that Mikel Arteta never managed a big team, and now he's doing magic here. The fact that Pep Guardiola came from Barca Team B to Barcelona main team, and did the turnaround is magical. Zinedine Zidane, who have known him before now, you know he won a couple of Champions League with Real Madrid, but is Graham Potter's matter different?
Very different. It's just like saying, this guy, former Burnley coach.
Yeah, Sean Dyche.
I think he's the one that will be coaching Everton now. Just like say he should come to Chelsea. He can follow.
Okay. Let's run. Marcos Alonso has signed a new contract with Barca as fresh deal will be valid until June 2024 with an option. Marseille have reached a full agreement with Angers for signing of Morocco midfielder Azzedine Ounahi. Gabriel Martinelli agreed to a new deal 4.5-year contract with Arsenal, keeping him at the club until 2027. Gabriel Martinelli. The United States increasingly likely to host the 2024 Copa America with discussion as advanced. Moving on, still more on an advanced stage. Wolves are close to agreeing a £15 million deal to sign Brazilian midfielder João Gomez from Flamengo. Leon tried to hijack the deal, but the player wanted to move to Wolves, and it hopes Gomez will travel into England on the weekend. Let's end the show with this. A statement from Moise Caicedo. So Moise Caicedo, after a £60 million bid, he said, "I'm grateful to Brighton. I'm proud to be able to bring in a record transfer fee." This guy is proud though. I'll say it again. He said, "I'm proud to be able to bring in a record transfer fee for Brighton, which would allow them to reinvest."
You see,
and help the club.
He's telling the club how to manage the club.
He said, "I hope fans, because they love him so much, He said, "I hope fans they can understand why I want to take up this magnificent opportunity."
So he's trying to paint as if he's helping the club.
Yeah, he's preaching to them.
But he's actually helping the club.
How?
But no, he's helping the club. The money they will invest.
No,
for him.
As an employee, you don't tell your employer.
You don't have the right to say that. That's the truth. Okay. Lagos City time check. It is 57 minutes gone past 1 p.m. This is the Soccer Scoreboard Show. I'll be back for the second round, part 2. I just might be running solo at that point, but possibly could be having a guest as well. Boy, it's time for us to call it a wrap on the show. It's been a talking point. You know what the show brings to you every Saturday. First half, we just keep talking, dissecting, analyzing and digging and, whatever. Talking about, we have a man, Osas has been a comic man behind the scene. He doesn't really talk much, but he just let you know. If I want to get to laugh, Osas will tell me what happened back then in Nigerian Professional Football League then, but now commonly called Nigerian Premier Football League. Please do well to make sure you watch that game. Don't just watch only the Leicester City match going on against Walsall. Talk about the FA Cup fourth round. So City have advanced to the 5th round. Walsall currently playing against Leicester City, and on paper, we'll say Leicester should win this game. But the name of the game remains, anything can happen. So let's get you on the show quickly. Your last word on the show.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. I don't know who was actually sending that message to, but I'm not going to let him talk again now. Okay, Timmy, your last word on the show.
As again, it's nice to be here. Thank you for having us. I'm in support of Caicedo.
You're in support of Caicedo?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
So hopefully Arsenal
and the first move, I mean.
Hopefully I will be the first move. Hopefully Brighton lets him go and let the young boy fulfill his potential. Okay, I know the dream, shout. 21-year-old man. All right, thank you so much, Timmy, for coming around. All right, now let's move to the big game. Mayowa, let's get your take, your last word on the show for now.
FA Cup weekend. A whole lot of big teams will disappoint.
Okay.
Every weekend, I'm always looking for the Amaka.
Yeah, definitely.
So who will be the Amaka this weekend? Well, I'm hoping to see.
All right, thank you so much, Mayowa. Thank you so much, Lagos City. It is at this point we'll call it a close on the show. But you already know VOP 90.3 FM is where you are right now. Let me bring it again. That's an abbreviation. It is Voice of the People 90.3 FM is the brand. It is my frequency, my brand. I think I love where I am. I love where I am. You might know. Just in case you need to know, I love where I am. I am Kizzy K, the voice of the mic. The only football analyst without PC info, Lagos City. I made you understand a couple of times that nobody can hurt me. Nobody can hurt me. Not even Jude can bully hand me. I'm not surprised I scored a lot of goals on the radio like I'm connected to Ellen Broch Haaland. I could shoot you from the long range. I'm not talking about the G factor. I mean the positive quality info, sporting news like I'm Federico Valverde. I'm so much happy with my pundit who will be leaving the show very soon. My team remains strong. I will just keep telling you, Lagos City. You can't try us. Even if a monkey post to Rigba, we strong die. Nobody feel Marcos. We be like Rashford. At this point, you need to know without God, there can never be Kizzy K. And there's nothing wrong in starting small, Lagos City, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Please, I beg you, keep dreaming big. Work hard to make it a reality. Do well to follow us across our social network at VOP 903 FM. And also you can connect with me at Kizzy_K10. That is KIZZY_K10. Or some say KIZZY_K10. I am the voice of the mic. My very good afternoon to you, Lagos City. Let's meet again on the radio 6:30 today for more sporting news and also transfer news. I'm the